Enjoying secrets of a sugar daddy? How about a little something extra? Here's today's dose of extra sugar with Marcus.
Hello, all you loyal listeners of Secrets of a Sugar Daddy. It's Lily here, and I'm feeling kind of inspired today. And so I thought I would make my first ever episode of Sweet Nothings with Lily. The reason I'm so inspired is I've had a few people reach out to me and ask me for help with their profiles. A gentleman that was recently on our show as a guest asked me if I'd take a look at his. So I did, and I actually was with Alejandra at the time, so we took a look at his profile, and the first thing we checked out were his photos. The good thing that he did was he had a lot of photos of himself, quite a variety. The second thing we really liked is he came across as being very genuine. He has this great, authentic smile and happy demeanor in most of his photos, so we thought that was really a bonus. And actually, we've met him in person, so his photos are definitely recent and genuinely reflect what he really looks like in appearance. What he did not have was a single full body photo, and I really encourage people to put at least one recent full body photo. He did have like 3/4 body shots, but nothing showing his entire physique. All of the photos he did have were very casual in nature, very relaxed apparel, nothing dressy. So we suggested that he do some photos that were a little more business casual or formal wear to show that he cleans up nicely. He had a super cute picture with his dog. We liked that. He had a couple of different pictures with a friend, and we didn't know that that was really necessary. Maybe just one of those, or not necessarily any of those. Although it was clear from the large variety of photos that it was him, and you weren't guessing which dude's profile it was. I know I really hate when you open a profile and every picture is of several guys or a couple of guys, and you're not really sure which guy is the actual guy that you're reading about. The other thing that I suggested was that he put in some photos of him engaged in outdoor activities or hobbies that he enjoys, because he told me that he really loves photography, he really loves cycling, and he really loves running. So those would all be great activity photos that he could include, which would also show his physique nicely. What I appreciated was he didn't have one single photo with sunglasses. There are some men's profiles that every single photo, they're scowling and wearing sunglasses, and that just really isn't going to draw the ladies, fellas. So try smiling and try showing us your beautiful eyes. You know, window to the soul and all that. So enough about photos. I think he has some things to work with there now. The other thing is, when I read his blurb about who he is and what he's looking for, it was pretty short, sweet, and to the point, but it could have been a little spicier and more compelling. And I remembered that our friend Kevin had used AI to create his profile. And I was like, you know what? Let me take what I've got here and the additional information that I know about this guy, and I'm going to try GPT chat for the first time. See how user-friendly this thing is, because I've heard all the hype, but I've never actually tried it. So I logged in, made an account, and I just said, help me create a dating profile. And lo and behold, I get this response. Of course I'd be happy to help you create a dating profile. To make it more effective, let's break it down into key elements and tips for each section. First thing they talked about was your profile picture. The advice is this: choose a clear, well-lit photo where you look your best. Use a recent photo that accurately represents how you currently look. Can't stress that enough. Avoid group photos. Your potential matches should know which one is you. Hey, I was just talking about that. For the bio section or the about me section, keep it concise and engaging, ideally 2 to 3 short paragraphs. Be sure to mention your interests and hobbies. Highlight your personality traits or what makes you unique. Try adding a touch of humor or something lighthearted. For a section where you're talking about what you're looking for in a potential match, it says, be clear about what you're seeking, whether it's serious, casual, or friendship. Mention any deal breakers or must-haves. Keep it positive. Focus on what you hope to find, not what you want to avoid. And I've actually been guilty of that. I have added in my profile things that I wasn't looking for, but I think they're right. I think you want to keep it positive and focus on that. Under the section where you're talking about interests and hobbies, it says list a few of your favorite activities or passions. Share specific details to give potential matches a sense of your interests. Show your enthusiasm for the things that you enjoy. Then it talks about if there's a section of the profile for occupation and education. Mention your profession and your level of education if you're comfortable with that. Don't exaggerate or be overly modest. Be honest about your achievements. And I know many of us are looking for discretion, and so we might not want to get too specific when it comes to that, but you should be able to generalize about the industry that you're in for most people. Then it has a section for fun facts or quirks. Share something unique about yourself that sparks curiosity. Quirky or unusual facts can be wonderful conversation starters. Then it has a section on don'ts. Avoid negativity and complaints in your profile. Don't use cliches. Be original and authentic. Refrain from disclosing overly personal information initially. And then, to me, this is one of the most important things, because there is nothing grosser than looking at a profile that's full of typos and grammatical errors and punctuation errors. So it says, make sure there are no spelling or grammar errors in your profile, and just to be safe, have a friend review it and give you feedback. I think that's excellent advice. The next advice says be honest. Honesty is key. Be yourself and represent your true self in your profile. And then it says to update your profile regularly. If your situation or preferences change, update your profile accordingly. Also, if you get a cool new photo, add that in. Current photos are excellent, and photos of you doing cool things are always great attention grabbers. And then it went as far as to give me like a sample about me section. So here's their sample about me section. I'm a nature enthusiast who loves hiking and camping, but I'm just as comfortable binge watching a great series on Netflix. I have a passion for photography and enjoy capturing the beauty of the world around me. I'm a bit of a foodie and I love trying out new restaurants and cuisines. Laughter is the way to my heart, and I appreciate someone with a good sense of humor. And then they gave me a sample what I'm looking for section. I'm looking for someone who shares my love for the outdoors and can introduce me to new adventures. I value communication and honesty in a relationship. Let's explore life together and create some memorable moments. And their last point of advice says, remember, your dating profile is a reflection of who you are, so make it true to yourself. Good luck with your online dating journey. And I love that, because I've said time and again, just be honest from the get-go. You don't want to exaggerate your interests or abilities, because then you're going to have to explain yourself later. If you actually meet someone and you hit it off, they're going to wonder why you weren't just genuine with them from the onset. Okay, changing gears. The next thing I did was I sort of copy pasted what this gentleman already had written in his seeking profile, and then I added in a bunch more wording and information that I've discovered about him in our interactions, and hit send, and it created a pretty great little dating profile for him. So I'm going to read that to you now. About me: I'm a passionate photographer with a keen eye for capturing the essence of people. I specialize in helping individuals channel their confidence and sexiness through photography. Whether it's a sultry photo shoot or a portrait that reflects your unique personality, I love bringing out the best in people. When I'm not behind the camera, you'll often find me on my bike or hitting the pavement for a run. Cycling and running are my two favorite ways to stay active and appreciate the beauty of the outdoors. There's something truly liberating about the wind in your hair and the open road ahead. I've always believed in treating my partners with kindness and generosity. Chivalry and taking care of the people in my life are important values to me. Over the past 2 years on this site, I've had the privilege of meeting some wonderful individuals whom I've happily supported and with whom I've built solid, lasting friendships. I take pride in helping those I care about to thrive on their chosen paths. Through my time here, I've gained valuable insights. I now prioritize meaningful, consistent, and high-quality connections. I believe this approach benefits both parties by setting clear expectations and fostering deeper relationships. The next section is just labeled seeking, and it's bullet points. And here they are: fine dining, emotional connection, active lifestyle, friendship, romance, travel companions, vacations. The last section, short and sweet, my ideal connection. I'm seeking companionship with the potential for travel, with the ultimate goal of creating a dynamic that feels fair and balanced based on the lady's needs. Let's explore the world together and create a connection that's truly fulfilling. So I like this. I think it's a little more captivating than what he had going on before. He added some details in there about his passions and activities and hobbies that I think are going to be great conversation starters for anyone who comes across his profile. Now, I will say the wording generated by this AI on GPT chat, I had to tweak it a little bit. Not much, but I did have to tweak it a little bit because some of it was a little awkward. Some of the sentences were a little too lengthy, almost run-on in nature, but I think it gave me a really great starting place, and I feel like I can pass this on to my new friend and he can look it over and add or subtract whatever he wants. So I'm a fan. I like AI. Who knew? When I mentioned to this sugar daddy about including the full body photos, his question was, is it that women are worried the person is really short or overweight? And my response to him was this: I think about it this way. When I'm looking at photos of someone, I really want to see their eyes, their smile, and their physique in a current photo. It's not so much that I'm worried about height because I'm 5'3". I've actually think I've only dated one guy shorter than me. And I'm not opposed to a dad bod. I'm actually fine with that. I personally am not attracted to obese men, but some girls prefer that. So I say you're going to be drawing the right audience if your photos are updated and accurate. A woman is going to know if she's drawn to you right away if you have those 3 types of photos. I would assume that it's the same way with men because they're always complaining about getting catfished when a woman's photos are not updated and current. So if you guys can do us a favor and make sure there's a picture of your face showing your eyes and your smile, and then zoom out and give us a full body photo. It's really wonderful to know what we're working with. All right, guys, so this was my first attempt at something along the lines of the extra sugars that our boy Marcus does, and let me know if you want to hear more. I've run across a couple of really interesting articles online about how to identify scams, so maybe that'll be my next one. And be nice. Give me feedback, but be nice. I'm a delicate flower. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed your extra sugar with Marcus. As always, visit our website, secretsofasugardaddy.com, to comment or tell us your story.